Hi there, my name is Troy Lars, and if you're following me on troylars.co.za, welcome. If you're a first-time viewer, we hope that these video podcasts are informative and will help you. So today's topic is about choosing the right financial advisor. How do you go about making sure that your advisor is the correct advisor for you and is accredited? And where do you get advice from? So I think in light of recent illegal schemes out there, Ponzi schemes and those type of things, I think it's been a couple of valuable lessons that have been learned from clients who've had bad exposure to this. So the first thing that you need to do is make sure you use an accredited advisor. Check that your advisor is registered with the Financial Services Board, or the old Financial Services Board, which is now called the Financial Service Conduct Authority, FICSA, which replaces the Financial Services Board. Make sure that they've got a license number that you can go to their website and make sure that that person is accredited as an advisor and for the products which they're selling you. So as an example, if the person is doing medical aid, they must be licensed for medical aid. If they're doing investments, they must be able to do that. But you can't have an investment specialist who's not licensed for medical aid give you medical aid advice, as an example. So that's the first thing. Second thing is try and check in terms of what their qualifications are. Guys with a postgraduate in financial planning, their CFP, they generally seem to know what they're doing. They have the qualifications, so that's also quite important, and years of experience. The next thing is make sure that the advisor that you're working with is using regulated products. I think this is quite important. Of recent, you would have seen in the news people who invested into private equity or different schemes that turned out to be not regulated. The reason that you want to make sure that they're using regulated products is because regulated products like unit trusts, endowments, living annuities, pensions, RAs, life cover, all of those type of investments, and those things have gone through due diligence. They've been tried, they've been tested, and there's legal recourse to that as well, which leads me to my next thing. You need to make sure that the person that you're dealing with is not only an advisor, but also that they have professional indemnity insurance. The advantage of using a financial advisor versus someone who's not licensed is the fact that you can then take up recourse against them and claim from their professional indemnity insurance if they do something wrong. You can also take it up with the ombudsman. Somebody who's not registered, you have limited recourse to any bad advice that follows. The next thing also that you need to do is, if something sounds too good to be true, should be a big warning bell that should be going off in your head. In a time where markets are doing very, very badly, to have a guaranteed 14% return or 20% return or 3% return per month guaranteed, you need to ask yourself the question. If it's too good to be true, it generally is. That should be a big warning sign to any investor. Also, go back and do your homework. We live in a day of social media where you can be able to check things up on Google, on Facebook, there's a range of products that you can go in terms of social media, to try and do a bit of research about the advice that you're getting, the person who's giving the advice, and the products that's being advised on. If it's such a good product, there must be news of it out there. If you can't find anything on it, or you find very negative news, be hesitant to go forward. So yes, those are the type of things you need to make sure in terms of when investing, that you're getting the right level of advice. And make sure that your advisor explains the product that you're investing into in the terms that you can understand. It's very important that when you buy into something that you understand what you're buying into. Also make sure that you're getting documents, that you're getting statements. A copy of the record of advice and a copy of disclosure by law has to be provided to you within 30 days of the transaction happening. So make sure that you read through that you're not signing any blank documents. Those are the things that we would advise to you to make sure that you're protected and the investment is best suited towards your needs. Make sure that there's a risk profile, that the risk matches the need towards you're investing, the term that you're investing, and that you are getting what your bang for your buck. And make sure that your advisor earns his fees and does regular reviews for you. So those are the tips of the day that we'd like to give to you to make sure that you're invested into the right product for the right person for the right need. So please follow us on troylars.co.za, www.troylas.co.za, and drop us a line, troy@troylars, and ask us any questions that you'd like us to give you more video podcasts about, that we can give you proper financial advice. So yeah, all the best, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.